A very good morning to all of you. Today I'm going to discuss about e-marketing. In the previous session we have already discussed about e-business infrastructure. So what are the infrastructure facilities that must be there? That is hardware infrastructure, software that we have discussed already. And this is the topic e-marketing. It is there in your fifth unit, last topic in the subject e-business for MBA second year, fourth semester students. Let us see what is e-marketing. E-marketing. It is also known as digital marketing or web marketing, online marketing, or internet marketing. So, so the other names for e-marketing is digital marketing, web marketing, online marketing, as well as internet marketing. So these are the several names we call for as e-marketing. So this is a marketing of products and services over the internet. This is a marketing of the product. E-marketing is marketing the products or services over the internet. Generally, here marketing in the sense promotion. In e-marketing, here what you use to market is generally the promotion. So that is called as e-marketing. Okay, so this the internet has brought many unique benefits to the marketing. So internet has become given many benefits to the marketing. So one of which is being very low cost for the distribution of information and media to a global audience. So, with less cost, you can distribute the information with the help of media to the global audience. So, that is the very much benefit which is brought with the help of internet. So, the interactive nature of online marketing is both in terms of providing instant response as well as eliciting a response is a unique quality of a medium. That is, online marketing, it is sometimes considered to have a broader scope. It is considered, sometimes it is considered to have a broader scope. Why? Because since it refers to the digital media, it refers to the digital media in the sense such as web, email, or any wireless media, but it also includes the management of digital computer data and electronic customer relationship management systems. We call it as CRM, right? That is ERM also is included in this digital customer data. So that is more importance of this e-marketing. So this internet marketing, it it used to tie together both aspects, that is one is creativity and the other one is technical. So it used to tie both creative and technical aspects of the internet. So it includes designing, development, advertising, and sales. So what are being included by this? Internet marketing, it used to tie both creative aspects as well as the technical aspects of the internet, and also it includes designing, developing, advertising, as well as the sales, advertising as well as the sales. So this internet marketing, it does not simply involve in building a website or in promoting a website. It does mean placing a banner ad on another website. So this e-marketing, it is not that only it used to build some website and it is promoting a website. So it means that it is placing an ad. It is placing an ad on another's website, on another. So it is not that we used to play uh, we used to place our ad in our website. So it also used to place a banner ad in another website. So the effective online marketing used to require a comprehensive strategy. It used to require a comprehensive strategy so that it used to synergize a given company business model. It used to require a given company business model and sales goals in its website. Sales goals in its website. So that they used to focus on the target market. They used to make a focus on the target market through the proper choice of advertising type, media, as well as design. So marketing on the is part in e-commerce or e-business, right? So now you came to know that this is a part in e-commerce. Okay. And uh, now in this e-commerce also we have some stages. So there are different stages when you want to plan. Then how you have to plan this e-marketing, right? So to marketing the plan, you have several stages. So what is a marketing plan? This is a written document. Now let us see what is marketing plan, and let us go in detail about the stages of e-marketing, right? So this marketing plan is a written document, and it contains the details of the present, that is the current marketing situations, and it contains what are the threats and opportunities, what are the marketing objectives, and the strategies for achieving those objectives. The strategies for achieving those objectives. So this marketing plan is written from each product, service, brand, or from the company as a whole. So this e-marketing plan is a bit more focused than the traditional marketing plan. So what is there in this written? A plan will be in a written document, and it consists of what are the consists of the details of the current marketing situations, what are the threats and opportunities, what are the marketing objectives, and the strategies for achieving those objectives. So all these are included in that written document, which call it as a marketing plan. Okay. So in addition to that, e-marketing plan is having a broader e-business strategy. In addition to that, it is having a broader e-business strategy, and it tells how the sell side specific objectives of the e-business strategy will be achieved through the marketing activities. So how well it is being achieved through the marketing activities, like what we call it, marketing research or marketing communication. These are the marketing activities, and how these are being achieved. That will be there in addition to in this e-marketing plan. Okay, now did you understand what is e-marketing plan? And in this e-marketing plan, we have several stages. One is situation analysis, objectives, strategy, tactics, action, and control. And control. So these are the several stages in e-marketing plan. Now let us see in detail about each stage. The first one is situation analysis. This situation analysis is it refers to the collection of methods It refers to the collection of various methods that the managers use to analyze an organization's internal and external environment. It used to analyze internal as well as external environment to understand the organization's capabilities, customers, as well as the business environment, as well as the business environment. So all these are being included in this situation analysis. That is the main aim of this situation analysis, is to understand the current and future environment. So the main thing is to understand what is the current environment and what may be the future environment in which the company is going to operate, in order to have the strategic objectives which are realistic in light of what is happening in the market. What is happening in the market. Okay, so this e-marketing plan will be concentrated mainly on everything. Whatever the basis for this is, the input what you get is, it is mainly from situational analysis only. Okay, so for e-marketing plan, the input comes from this situational analysis only. Okay, and that is about situational analysis. And the next one is objectives. Effective e-marketing plan is mainly based on the clearly defined objectives. Clearly defined objective. That is, since these will inform the strategies and tactics, and also it helps in communicating the strategic aims to the workforce as well as to the investors, as well as to the investor. So in general, an objective in e-marketing includes three aspects. One is task, measurable, and time frame. Task in the sense what is to be accomplished. Task what is to be accomplished. Measurable quantity. Measurable quantity, that is how much. The other one is measurable. What you measure is quantity, that is how much. And the other one is time frame. Time frame, that is by when, within what is the time period, by when. So the plan used to often, it includes the rationale for setting each objective. For setting each objective, that is why each is desirable and achievable in the given situational analysis. So whatever the findings that you have seen in the situational analysis, e-marketing as well as e-business strategy also. So all these are to be achievable. Even though e-commerce transactions are having a revenue producing and exciting dimensions, and even in this e-business is present, the other objectives are also must be worthwhile. Other objectives also must be worthwhile. Why? Especially when the firm is using technology only, if you to create internal efficiencies. If the business or if the firm is using only technology, then such as target market communication to build up long-term customer relationships. You need to build up long-term customer relationships. So there will be, you can accomplish multiple objectives. You can accomplish multiple objectives, such as increasing of market share, increasing the number of comments which are being left on a blog, or increase the sentiment of comments. That is, positive is to negative, right? 5 is to 1, positive is to negative, or some increased sales revenue. Increased sales revenue. And this sales revenue is measured in terms of dollars or in terms of units, or reduced cost, or achieve branding goals. Achieve the branding goals, like increasing the brand awareness in that term, or increasing the database size of the size of the database also is being increased. So all these are some of the multiple objectives which you can be accomplished with e-marketing plans. Okay, so that is about objectives. And let us see the other one, that is strategy. A strategy, you all know well about strategy, that you have already discussed. We are discussing about strategic management, right? A strategy element of an e-marketing plan is to define how the e-marketing objectives will be achieved. So whatever the objectives that we have framed, and how these objectives need to be achieved, and you make a plan in this e-marketing plan. So that for that, the best element is a strategy. So strategy definition has to be tightly integrated into the e-marketing planning process, from situational analysis to objective setting, from situational analysis to objective setting to the strategy definition, through the strategy definition. So it is that the amount which is being invested on internet, it should be based on the anticipated contribution. It must be based on the anticipated contribution which the internet will make to business, which the internet will make to the business. So it is basically, it involves the framing of a strategy for the development of supply chain strategies to achieve these goals. Supply chain strategies to achieve these goals. So internet marketing strategies or web marketing strategies, they used to form the cornerstones for online business. And also, in outline, the general terms which are being required to make a business a success. For example, driving of having potential customers to your website, driving potential customers to your website. So this ideally one should consider, and also they should write out the different elements of overall marketing strategy, that before to do anything else, before you want to do anything else, you should have different elements. So there are four basic we have in strategy, we have four basic guidelines which offer insights from your web marketing strategies. We have four. So one is know your customers, perform a target segment analysis, conduct market analysis, perform your competitive analysis. So these are the four basic guidelines which offer insights for web marketing strategies. So what is know your customers? That is, you need to make a research on customer base, on customer base. That is your present customers, who are probably your most important market. So who is the most important market? No, the present customers. So you need to know as much as you can about who are your present customers. Who are your present customers? Okay, how they found you, so how the customers came to know about your market, that you have to know, and what they like about your business or organization. So what do the customers like in your business, that also you have to know. So your present customers can lead to future customers too. So your present customers also may lead to the future. In future also your customers will be there. So whenever you buy a product in online, generally they used to ask some queries, right? In that, how you have come to know about this site, in that way they used to ask us, right? So just they give some, we use, they used to offer insights Why? Because the present customer must become a future customer also for us. So for that, the strategy is what they have to build up. Or we have four guidelines. One is that you need to know your customer. You need to know your present customer. That is how they have finded your site or how they found your business, and what they have liked more in your business. By that, the need of the customer will be known for us, right? So that you need to know about your customers. And next one, perform a target segment analysis. Perform a target segment analysis. That is, who is your ideal customer that you have to identify. Who is your ideal customer? So for this, you can make some customer surveys. You can use customer surveys or random interviews or feedback sheets, and also common sense to identify this group. Common sense to identify this group. That is, uh, you need to know, that is, you need to gather much more information as you can about your existing customers and their common characteristics. What are the common characteristics and how you build up what has proven to be successful. What has proven to be successful. Okay. And the next strategy is conduct market analysis. When once you came to know about this, next step is you need to, next stage is, the next one is you need to conduct the market analysis. That is, market analysis in the sense it is the foundation of developing your web marketing strategies. It is that developing your web marketing strategies. That is, every web plan should include a clear explanation of market segmentation. It should include a clear explanation of market segmentation or a target market focus or market forecasting or a market forecasting. It means that it should include a detailed information about each of the target market segments. It should include each of the target market segments. Okay, and the last one, perform your competitive analysis. So, who competes with you for your customer? Now you came to know who is your customer, right? Who is, what is your target market segment? Everything you have came to know, and then in the next one, you have to know who competes with you, who is going to compete with you for your customers time and money, for your customers time and money. And also, are they selling directly competitive products and services or substitutes or any possible substitutes or any possible substitutes, that also you have to understand. And also in this, you need to know, when you are coming with the competitive analysis, automatically you need to know what are your strengths and weaknesses. What are your strengths and weaknesses, so that how are they positioned in the market. So what are your strengths and weaknesses, how they are being positioned in the market. So answering to all these questions will provide you a focus and direction of your e-business marketing, marketing. Okay, so that is about strategies. And the next one is tactics. The other one is tactics. So in this marketing tactics, to implement strategies and objectives are traditionally based around the elements of marketing mix. You know very well what are the elements of marketing mix. So there are various other approaches like customer driven tactics, which used to affect both design and services provided by e-commerce site. So the marketing mix, generally it is frequently applied when you are developing the marketing strategies. So whenever you are developing the marketing strategies, then marketing mix is frequently it is being applied. So since it provides this marketing mix provides a simple framework for varying different elements of a product which used to offer to influence the demand of products within the target market. So the marketing mix is defined as the blend of tools and techniques that the marketers used to provide value to the customer. They used to provide value to the customer. So marketing plans in the sense to implement the strategies and objectives around the elements of marketing mix. So what is marketing mix? What are the elements involved in marketing mix? You used to know that four P's are being involved in marketing mix: product, price, place, and promotion, right? You know very well about this. In this second semester onwards, we are using this marketing mix. So these are the four P's: product, price, place, and promotion. So this is an essential part when implementing the marketing strategy by many practitioners by many practitioners. So the classic marketing strategies are also are being based on these four P's model only, and which is composed of product, place, promotion, and price. You know very well about those, and I am not going to discuss about these four P's, right? Yeah. So product, place, promotion, and price. Product in the sense, what are the customer needs? Place, convenience, according to the convenience. Promotion, communication. Promotion in the sense communication. Price, what is the cost of the product to the customer? To the customer. So a customer needs and wants. Well, the four P's, these are being linked with e-marketing, that is from e-business to customers. You will be having four C's. You will be having four C's. So in general, marketing mix is having four P's, right? Product, place, promotion, and price. But when the same we follow in e-marketing, in case of e-marketing, it is referred as four C's. It is referred as four C's. So here the product in the sense four C's, right? One is customer needs. The one is product. Here it is in marketing. In this marketing mix, it is referred to as customer needs. In case of place, it is referred to as convenience. It is referred to as convenience. And in case of promotion, it is referred as communication. It is referred as communication. And in case of price, it is referred as cost to the customer. Cost to the customer. I think you understood, ma. Generally, in traditional, we have four P's, but when you move with this marketing mix in e-business or in e-marketing, you have four C's. Thus, four P's are having four C's model: customer needs, convenience, communication, cost of the customer. So, customer needs and wants, that is, the product variables are redefined in terms of what the customer needs and what are the needs of the customer and wants. That is comes under this marketing mix. And the other one is convenience, that is the product distribution variables are broadened to include all the elements which are being involved in obtaining and using a product or service. And the next one is communication, that is promotion variables. So from here, the promotion variables are broadened to include all the communication with the customers which are designed to increase the sales. These are designed to increase the sales. And the last one is cost of the customer. That is when the price variables changes to be the total cost to the customer, the total cost to the customer of consuming a product and service, consuming a product and service. So whenever use it together, that is 4Ps and 4Cs, the other extended marketing model can provide with a broad view of marketing variables. Marketing variables. So these combination of 4Ps and 4Cs are called as marketing variables, which define to develop e-business marketing strategies. E-business marketing strategies, right? And the next one is action. Action. So the action components of e-marketing planning refers to various activities which are being conducted by the managers to execute the plan. The managers to execute the plan. So in this, you need to have many specific actions that are being needed to occur. That is, it tells about what level of investment in the internet channel is sufficient? What level of investment in the internet channel is sufficient to deliver these services? And what will be the payback? If you do that, what will be the payback that is being done? And what training of staff? So, what type of training is being required to the staff members? So, that also need to be specified in this action. And what are the new responsibilities are required for effective internet marketing or e-marketing, whatever it may be? What are the new responsibilities that are being required? That is being explained. And also, are the changes in organizational structure which is being required to deliver the internet based services, to deliver the internet based services. So that is being made. And finally, what are the activities involved in creating and maintaining the website? That also being made in this. You need to specify in this action. So in this action stage, e-marketing plan will be finalized to summarize what are the actions that need to be occurred. What are the actions that need to be occurred? Okay, and the last one is control. Here, the control element of an e-marketing plan will be achieved through the combination of traditional techniques. Through combination of traditional techniques. So what are the traditional techniques here? We come under like marketing research to obtain the customer views, opinions, as well as novel techniques. What we call as analysis of web server log files. Analysis of web server log files, and these use technology to monitor whether the objectives are being achieved or not, whether the objectives are being achieved. So this intranets can be used to share the information among marketers and consultants within an organization. So here what we use for intranet. Intranet is being used here to share the information among the marketers as well as the consultants within an organization. So basically it deals with measuring the outcome. Basically control in the sense it used to deal with measuring the outcome. Okay, so the base here in this is it used to line to maintain the pressure for performance delivery. It used to maintain the pressure for performance delivery. Okay, so with this, e-marketing has been completed, and you will come to know what is e-marketing. In today's session, you came to know what is e-marketing, what is e-marketing planning, and what are the various stages in e-marketing planning. So with this, I'll conclude today's session. Thank you, one and all.